arrays in C language. Okay, so in this session I am going to explain the concept of arrays in a C language. Okay, so before going to know about arrays concept, let me tell you one simple concept. For example, I want to store a value in a memory. I want to store a value 10 in the memory. So how can we store that value? So for example, I am storing a value 10 in the memory. So equal to 10 I am writing. Before that, a, so a is the variable here, and this is of the type integer. Okay, that means int a is equal to 10 means int a is equal to 10 means, so the value 10 which is of integer type, which is stored in the memory. Okay, so after, so this value will be stored in the memory with the name a, and the value 10 will be stored in the binary format, and the cell address of this one will be either 20462047. Okay, so that means in a variable we are storing a value. So now I want to store one more value in this variable. How can we store? For example, if I write like this, a is equal to 50. This 50 value is stored in the memory, and this 10 will be erased, and in the place 50 will be stored. And I want to store one more value 60 in this variable, and 50 will be erased and 60 will be stored. That means, so in a single variable we can store one value. At the last, what it will be? 60 value will be stored in a. That means in a single variable we can store only one value at a time. Okay, different times we can store multiple values, but at a time we can store a single value. Then what is the disadvantage of this concept? For example, 30 students are there in a class. 30 students are there. Okay, I want to store the rule numbers of these 30 students. How can I store these rule numbers? For example, first student rule number is 1, second student rule number is 2, third student rule number is 3. Like this, I want to store how many values? 30 values I want to store. For storing single value 1, we require one variable. For storing second value we require one more variable. And for storing one more value we require one more variable. That means for storing multiple values we require multiple variables. That means how many variables we have to create here? 30 variables we have to create. Okay, so 30 variable creation means memory will be wasted, and maintaining with these many variables are difficult task. Okay, that's why so the concept of array came into existence. What is that concept? So why can't we create one variable? Why can't we create one variable? And in this, why can't we store 30 values in this? Okay, so we can store multiple values in a single variable having different having same data type is called as an array. Okay, for example, I want to store 30 student rule numbers. What is the type of that rule numbers? All rule numbers will be of same data type, and that 30 student values I am storing in a single variable. For example, the variable name is rule number. So 50 student rule numbers I am storing in this single variable. What is the advantage of this one? So the maintenance of the program is very easy, and memory will not be wasted. Okay, that's why. So what is an array? Array, the collection of homogeneous data type. Homogeneous data type is called as an array. Thank you.